Today I'm out here with my Fresh Roast SR700 and I'm going to run a program. And I got this set up out in the garage because I don't like setting off the smoke detector in the house. And I don't have a computer out here except for this one. This is what I'm going to use for my computer to run the program on this guy. And there is a USB port. So basically on the roaster, hook up the USB cable here. And this is an Intel Compute stick. It is running Ubuntu 16. It's my power supply. I'll plug that guy in over here. Plug this in and blue light comes on and it will boot up there. And I'll be able to run this remotely. The Intel Compute stick has Wi-Fi. So we'll be able to log in from the network, and I have a terminal-based script that we can run a program out of MySQL, and I'll show you how that works on the computer. I'm going to, on my PC, this is a Windows 10 PC, I'm going to use Putty as my SSH client, and I have a setup here. You'll have to know how to connect to it on the network if you're not going to run this locally. So I'm going to load my profile, SR700 roaster, open that. I'm going to log in, and I'm logged in, and I'm going to change directory into TerminalRoastDB, and first I'm going to check to make sure that the communications is working. So to do that, the command to do that is this one right here. And we need the root password, or the password for the sudo. And it is connecting there. And we're getting a temperature readout and the status of idle. So it is connecting, and I'm going to test run my recipe. The recipe that I'm going to be running today is recipe number 2. So to test that recipe, I'm going to run the recipe here in the test. So I'll be running the test, and number 2 for the recipe. And it will connect to the roaster, and it is showing the temperature and the speed. And if we go out and take a look at the roaster, if you notice on the roaster here, the numbers are changing. The roaster's not running yet. It's running through the test right now, and every 5 seconds it's sending the next part of the step into the roaster. And I can see that it is communicating, and that it's properly running my recipe, and that it should run right when it does actually run here. So it should be coming up on the last step here pretty soon. Yes, fan speed of 3 for 2 minutes is the last step. And then there's a cooling step for 3 minutes. And then boom, that's it. So what we'll do now is we'll go and start the roast. So now that my test is run, I'm going to go ahead and run that roast. Which is going to be this command right here. And we are running roast number 2. Connecting, and there is a 5-second delay before it starts, and we should have a roaster starting up. And the roaster is starting up and running the first part of the program. So it is getting towards the end of the first step here. So we'll see. So while this is roasting, you'll see the scrolling of the temperature there on the side. It just keeps scrolling, and it will output the next part of the next step in the recipe when it gets to that. So there we go. We're starting the second step. And we should see the temperature going up to 250. It went a little above that, and then it's stabilizing, trying to stabilize back out at 250. So yeah, that's how the terminal roast part of it works. Starting to crack and pop there. I think this is first crack. I'm not totally sure. And this is the last step for cooling, 2-minute step. I can hear them crack. It must be getting to the second crack. And now cooling for 3 minutes. You can see that when the coolant kicks in, the temperature drops pretty quick. And they're done cooling, so into the cooler they go. And there they go into the cooler. And I do like how those look today. More of those are more of what I'm looking for. Oh yeah. Alrighty. Thanks for watching.